Welcome back to another Wartales video. Okay, we are picking up pretty much where we left off with our group of spearmen, or our spearman archer combination anyway. And we are going to, by popular demand, be heading over towards Cortia and the county of Arthas in the Edoran Kingdom. So we're going to be heading off to the southwest as part of this run, and we have a couple of goals. So one goal is obviously get to Cortia, level up some more characters to level 3. I want to do what I call getting tomb ready. So this will probably be quite an interesting one for people because getting tomb ready is something that I kind of do, particularly on hard, and it means a couple of different things. So the squad that we're running at the moment is not an amazing squad for the tomb, if I'm honest. It is a little tricky going in with spearmen and archers because they can't hold torches. So getting tomb ready will involve hiring another companion or two and getting them up to level 2-3 to assist us. And we want companions with heavy armor. That is our goal there. I am going to pick up a couple of quests that we can kind of tick off on the way through to Cortia. Oh, and the other thing I want to do is pick up some trade goods as well. So whenever I'm moving from one main town to another, I'll always try to pick up as many of the trade goods being sold as I can, as you can sell them on for a tidy profit. Okay, so get to Cortia, get some more characters to level 3 and a couple of extra tanks so that we can become more tomb ready. And I also want to see if we can unlock the Black Market level 4 path today as well. So we need 140 more Crime and Chaos path points. And we want to try to unlock that prior to going into the tomb so that we can unlock a few more starting skills on characters. And I almost forgot that we wanted to knock off a couple of little quests as we went here. And I haven't played this group since the last patch. Apparently, getting some of the little pop-ups that we'll do. I do quite like the little tutorial pop-ups. I think they make it a little bit easier for people. A little bit easier, which is always good. Alright, so we bought a whole ton of ingredients we can cook up. Last time we went in. Out of salt now, that is all good. And let's eat up and rest. Let's move our ponies around so that they're kind of near people. Aim for some of those bonuses. And get our people fed and happy. So we're carrying a few days. What have we got? 3 days of food left. That's alright. Should do fine for us. I don't know that we'll get to Cortia before then, but we'll go pretty close. Alright, so we might clear out this mine and then we'll head up into the mountains and take both of those out and we should be good to go. We'll do the mine because we're running a little bit low on ore, and any extra ore we can get to craft some weapons is very handy. Okay, cool. Now I've got to remember a little bit of what this how this squad setup is going. I've been playing one of my other teams just for a bit of fun. Okay, so we've got some bombers that we're coming up against here. They might be a little bit frustrating, but should be pretty fine. So we're gonna move our squad down. Bomber's gonna get his turn first. Let's get him to target us and a raider at the same time. That'll be fine. And I will take deflection there. Why not? Vicious shot on you. Shoot. Barrage. And we got our 3 spearmen. Yeah, since Bomb's up next, we're just gonna run in with Gabner, who definitely needs a little bit more assistance or experience first. 5 armor, 20 health. Definitely don't want to take too many shots on her. And there we go. Let's stand in some fire. What a way to begin. Alrighty. Yeah, they can run over, come a little bit closer. And I'm just going to turn my fan up on the computer here. It's getting runs a little bit warm sometimes with Wartales. Okay, what do we got? This raider's going to have a turn, then this henchman. So I think what I want to do is run in, set up on this henchman. When's he going to take a turn? I've got 3 more characters to go first. That'll be fine. And then we're actually going to go and start prodding this henchman a little. If we can reach him. Yes, we can. Fantastic. Don't manage to push him back though, which is fine for now. We've got a couple of raiders in the fight. They're actually, against this group, one of the best enemies we can fight just because they will never land a blow, just because of the knockbacks and whatnot that we can do. We're going to run in and hopefully get a double proc on these guys' spears, which should take this henchman out. Oh, we only needed the one. Even better. Next turn, that means we can run around and poke this bomber into a spear as well. Let's try to get some Valor points back just by finishing next to our own team. And we're not going to aim for a barrage this round because it's just not quite worth it. We might run in, get a Galvanize as well to begin the next turn. Just having a few extra Valor points to spend comes in handy. Alright, so we want to run in, go for a knockback. Can we run that far? Yes. However, we can only get Galvanized on 2, so we won't worry about Galvanized this turn. Oh, we don't actually have a pushback on this archer. Never mind. We'll just deal some damage, that's fine. We do want to knock this raider out of position, but we can wait on that. Bomber down. I'll just make room for some of my other characters here, but also get my Valorous support point. I do find the bombers a little bit frustrating. Actually, not frustrating, a little bit annoying. They certainly can cause a very good zoning, or they do have a good ability to zone you out of areas. And see, we will have to run through fire, which is fine, because we're gonna run through. Fire's not gonna stay on us for long. And now this henchman's a little closer, we can charge him. And again, we'll knock ourselves out of combat and then try to lock that bomber down a little. Well, I've had a nice little break over Christmas. I do hope other people have managed a little bit of time to themselves and a little bit of relaxation as well. I've still got a few days off work, which is lovely before getting back into it all. Didn't particularly help me there. Oh well. But yeah, took a couple of days break. Made a few videos before going away, and you know, catching up with some family and that sort of thing. But now back home and kind of back into it, which is good as well. How do we want to do this one? Let's just go get this guy. And we'll get ready to target him next round. Let's get our archer up. Now, for this one, because we've actually got 3 people in our cone of fire, I will barrage there. And that way we'll just get some extra shots, extra damage down on them every time we poke them with the spear. Obviously not too worried about this guy. As soon as he moves, he's going to be killed. And this raider down the bottom here is the one we will target first. Our archer's movements are not great, so we definitely want to try to invest a few more points into Gabner's movement. Alright, let's see if we can take out this henchman first. And we'll run over with our spearman here. And should be able to get a poke. And I can even wrath actually, just because there's not much else that we actually need to do. And as our archer is now already out, we'll just move out, take a shot. Wait for that spear wall to happen. Actually, we can even get it kicking off with a vicious shot. Fantastic. Nice quick little cave battle there. Not too many problems. I don't know that we lost any health except on maybe Gabner. I am going to try not to repair using my tools. I think I've chatted a little bit before about the cheapest way or the best way to save money is to use the blacksmith in town to repair. Now, we don't have a bunch of cash on us at the moment. We're only down to 230 gold, or crowns, sorry, in part because we bought those trade goods, which is fine. We should have enough to get us through to the next town. What is it, about 4.5, 5 days worth of payment for our troops. Now these mines, the nodes in them do respawn, so make sure you check back every now and again. It does actually mean that iron is probably one of the easiest resources to gather overall, because you can get access to mines that have the 3 nodes. Getting sort of 15 to 30 every time you're roaming around is pretty solid. So one thing I am keeping an eye out for around the ground are any piles of wood. So, oh yeah, we did take out the bandit lair without taking out all the skulls. So I do want to find piles of wood around the place because I still need to craft another bow and spears. Spears cost a lot of wood as well. I'm not too worried about killing these guys. I don't get any bonuses for killing them, no extra money or anything like that. The experience is nice, and we definitely do want more experience, but I don't need to go out of my way to kill everything that we come across. Oh, this is even better. A guard patrol is attacking the squad that we want to kill. Except we didn't get the option to join them. That's a little odd. Oh well. That would have been nice. Would have given us just a couple of allies for the fight as well. Alright. Some over on the left. Bombers again. Do I want anyone else to start over there? We got a Raider and Sinian up first. And I might actually, cannot reach him. Alright, that should do us. Let's get their defense bonus off. So Sinian is a bit of a beast with a bit over 60 armor and 80 health. And we're not starting with too many valor points this fight. So that is definitely something we'll have to just be a little wary of. And this henchman over here, I want to try to stop him doing as much damage as I can. So I'm going to use the guy who does not have Valorous Victory to begin with. We'll poke him away. I think he should... doesn't quite stay in range. That's fine. This henchman will get to deal a little bit of damage. Oh no, just out of range. Okay, that's handy for us. If we run down there and shoot him, he should trigger that. But we actually don't want to push him into the spearman area just yet. He'll throw his dagger, go for the charge, and then that will be all for him. I do want to try to take out this captain as quickly as I can, just to free up my tank as well. I feel like this is going to be a slightly difficult fight, just because of how much health and armor these guys have. We I don't want to say we're at risk of losing someone, but it's going to be somewhat close at the same time. All right, I want to start building up a few more Valor points again. So if I run down, I would be able to get 2 with Galvanized. I think I kind of want to aim for 3 at a minimum, though. So what we'll do is we'll run down, take our shot, and just gain 1 back from Valorous support for now. Gabna needs to be pretty close as well. Now, she will not get the kill there. So we might actually... I don't actually want to get into combat with him, so I'll poke him away, setting that up for a Gabna kill. And then I'll come down here for the surround. And the bonus Valorous support point as well. These guys are grouping up nicely for an Archer Barrage. So we get the kill, back up to 3 Valor points. And we don't want to move. We could move a little bit further, doesn't make much difference there. Alright, yep, this is looking good. So we might even actually move back behind this line a little. I'm just trying to decide. We definitely want to move out of fire and stay away. So this henchman, he's probably the most dangerous in terms of just how much damage he can deal on a turn to us. And I don't want the bombers to get a shot off at everybody at the same time. So, let's do a poke. And let's try to keep him away. Damage from attacks of opportunity increased by 5%. Nice, because we've had so many attacks of opportunity. And this is the group that I want to kind of get a little bit closer to, so that I can get a nice galvanized off. So that should give me 2 as well. Again, we'll just start getting a little bit of damage on there. And I'm going to start pushing him around into spears very soon. So instead of the surround bonus, I'm actually... I don't think I want to disengage him. Especially since he's up next. Let's disengage him. And get an arrow shot off. He should still be closest to my main tank there. And we'll keep those Valor points coming. But when he's not engaged, he does reduce the damage fairly significantly. And we're running low on health on this guy. That's alright. He should be okay for now. Alright, Gabna. What do you got? Only a 24% chance of hitting him. Let's pass on that. And I don't know that we can prod you back into arrow range again, but we'll give it a shot. No, all we did was give these guys defense for their next little thing. Okay, so we want to try to stop this henchman coming over. What we might do is run him... Who's going to be closer? Probably here. And let's see how we go. So bombers will light the area up a bit more. Looks like they're going for the double. Yep. So they do try to target more than 1 unit if they can move far enough to do so. Good. And they should have 1 bomber and 1 raider left to go. They do. Alright, so I don't want this guy to get in range of a bomber shot for them as well. And I can't gain any Valor points back with this swordsman yet. He's still too low a level. So I'll just start engage him in combat again. Again, the raiders are probably the last 2 that I'm going to target down. Next up after this leader. Oof. I think I'm going to try to take these bombers out. Man, this guy really does have a lot of health. Alright, henchman's up first. Let us... do a poke on him. Probably should have poked this guy, but that's all good. Get a Valor point back. Oof. Yep, this is going to be a tough fight. I may even consider running here. Let's see. We got to cancel barrage. That's fine. No, we don't. We can go with this guy first. So we got a bomber going next. He's probably going to target these two spearmen. So I'm going to want to get some of my guys a little bit closer together, both for a bigger galvanized and to start getting some first aid going as well. So I'm going to run him over here or so. I don't want to put him next to it because otherwise the bomber will target 3 in 1. But I want to be close enough that I can get galvanized on 3 of them. So I get rid of burning. Bomber should... there you go. Gabner over the back. This raid is going last, so I do need to make sure I poke him before we get too much further away. And what we're going to do is run into here. We get galvanized on 4 of them, even better. I wonder whether we could get a kill between a shot and a barrage. I think 30 health with protection is probably a little bit too much. Alright, we can hit the henchman. So let's do that. And how much movement have we got left? 4 meters. Alright, so I'm going to go 2. Just do that to get bleeding off. And then actually head back that 2 as well. Now, I could barrage, and I think we will, given that we have 4 Valor points available there. Alright, dying unit has already acted this turn. Ooh, and another dying unit who has not acted this turn. Alright, we're going to poke you, get an attack. And then we're going to set up on... the 2 of you there. Hopefully we get a kill on that attack of opportunity here. And I think we're going to have to start running in for some healing here. Now they've got 1 more raider, 2 raiders who are going to take a turn. Alright, so we're not going to take any damage from their raiders this turn. So I could run in, but I don't want to take burning damage. I don't want to end my turn on a burning tile, that is. So let's just run across this way. And we can take a shot at... let's do the henchman. This henchman I really do want to take down. Because they do the throwing axe and then run in and attack as well. Their damage output is fairly high. Ooh, and it's a pity that one took both attacks, because just the spearman would have done it. Alright, and then we need to run. Now, I'm actually going to move him closer. Yeah, because we're gonna have plenty of opportunities to heal him before we need him. Okay. So what we might do... Gabner can reach. And Gabner cannot kill that one. So we need to get a heal on Lorhan here. And What's his name? Barelras. Now, I think I'm going to use my first one there on you. Then we will run down. We will heal. This bomber going next has me a little worried. So if he shoots both of us and kills this guy again, and then their leader hits him, that will cause us a death. So we're going to run away as well. Just put ourselves out in the open as a target. Then we're going to take out the henchman here. Run down and do a heal. And then run back out to get rid of burning. So hopefully this bomber will now start running away from us. Maybe target Gabner, which means we will need to go in with our other archer. Oof, and it is nice staying on 1 health there. But it is possible to know that they only deal 10 damage, so they were always going to be on 1. Okay, 1 Valor point left. We need to build up a couple for next turn. Sinian gets his go next. Now, I might attack him just so that I get to launch an attack with this character. Otherwise, this character will just be standing there dead for the turn. So we'll engage him, which will also mean our Spearman gets a little bit of extra damage, at least this attack. And we do want to finish next to an ally here as well. Except for the bombers. I think I'm just going to ignore this raider from now on. And just start targeting their bombers. And I do not want to finish near anyone. I feel like it is just too risky. Exactly 10 health. Alright, Sinian takes us out again. Oof, this battle is getting spicy. Do sort of feel like I need to get this guy out of the way. I'm not sure my swordsman's going to be able to do it by himself. Alright, let's head down. Stab him once. And then let's finish our outside the raider range and not close to anyone we know. Alright, I'd prefer to give the kill to someone that we get the Valor point on, so Valorous Victory, so let's leave it for that there. And I'm going to kind of group up around their bomber here, so that if they do shoot us with their archer, they'll hit their own bomber too. Cause at least a little friendly fire damage. Alright. Ah, good, their raider is finishing on the burning area. Okay, so we'll just go back. We'll take out their leader. We will head back up to their bomber. Now, I don't mind this guy being quite close to the bombers because he's got so much health remaining. And I am going to set up a targeting area on him there. Okay, their raider's going to go next. I do want to heal my character here and also get my archer off burning. Quite important. I can run a bit closer, but I don't want to finish on fire. Let's try to take this bomber out. Ooh, nice crit. We got 2 more moves before their first bomber. We should be able to get rid of him before then. And I will start trying to finish up near characters if I can, just to get some extra valor back. We want to kill this bomber. Fantastic. And we'll just run over here. This has definitely been one of the more spicy fights that we've had. Cannot believe how low all our companions are. I feel like we're going to have to... Oh, I thought I was going to knock him back there. I feel like this bomber will run, so I'm going to double target him. But also not stop right next to my own characters, as I don't want... still don't want that fire hitting multiple characters. Okay, so we're just going to run across. I actually don't think we can get through there without being set on fire. Oh, and the bomber can actually hit both of them. That is not ideal. Alright, Raiders up first. Easy to deal with. Heal an archer. Run on out of fire. Let's see, can I knock him back at all? Not really. So we'll cancel that spear wall. Prod him, get an attack of opportunity. And then run away. Might run next to him just for the surround bonus if I get there. If I get that far. Alright, bombers all down. We will definitely have the Valor points for a heal. So let us heal. Oof, that was a juggling act and a half. Everyone lives in the end, though. And enemy team defeated. So that definitely was much harder than anticipated. I guess that was one of the difficult ones we were going for. And we got another level 3 pikeman. Fantastic. All the better to poke you with. We do want to run over and do another fight here. So we are actually just going to heal up so that we can finish up all the contracts that we want to finish on the way to Cortia. And I don't really care about using a dexterity bonus food here. And we'll just go for a little bit more alcohol there too. And we might as well learn our mutton stew recipe whilst we're going. Not that we can cook it for ourselves yet. Alright, so the other contract should be over here. And right next to a pile of wood as well. Good, good, good. Alright, well, let's hope this fight goes a little bit smoother. What do we got? Yeah, we got raiders with barely any armor in comparison to the last one. Let's run you there, run you there. And I don't think you can actually get down to him. No. Alright. Maybe we'll do that. So I'm basically just going to try to lock these guys down. This fight will be much faster than the last one. We'll try to engage him just because of all of his armor. Probably should have actually just let him run closer there, as he wouldn't have really been a threat. I don't even know that he would have reached us with his movement. We got a valorous support, so we'll try to get a couple of valor points stocked up here. And I'm hoping Gabner can run in and take the shot to finish him off. Looks like she can just get there. 12% chance. I'm going to do it. Sorry, Lorhan. 5 damage in the back, though. You'll be right. There is actually one hidden achievement for archers as well. If you shoot your own teammates 5 times with an archer, they get given a skill point, which I do think is quite hilarious. I feel like my chances are going to be pretty similar right here. Why can I not get a point from Lorhan? Maybe I'm just a bit too far away. I am 76%. Now they're right next to each other. Yeah, 76% is good. There we go. Henchman down. That was totally worth the shot with Gabner. If only this rock wasn't here, I could run in and probably get a nice 4 to 5 galvanized points. You can see the henchmen in this what, level 2? I think we had level 3 henchmen in the last fight. And it makes a huge difference. Alright, so we can get 3 galvanized points there. First of all, let's... can't knock him out of combat that direction. Let's knock him out of combat this way. And let's set up to be ready for either of those two that finishes up first. Still got plenty of time before that raider takes his turn. So anyone who's targeting with an AoE, you will see them with the little exclamation mark above their head. So you get a fair bit of warning that that someone is gonna do something there, which is nice. All right, so even though we haven't engaged him, we're basically just burning through their armor regardless. 7 points for bleed is quite a lot. Definitely want to try to cut that back a little. So I'll run up and I will heal Lorhan very soon. And when you are using Spear Wall as well, another little tip. So at the moment, there's only that half a meter gap between the two of them. If you actually are only half a meter away and you use Spear Wall, they will actually manage to close that distance and use a melee attack on you. So you do want to be a meter away when you're launching or using your Spear Wall. Now, we've still got Gabner who can do a knockback, so we will knock this raider back. As we're engaged, we can't just run away. And we're not going to get a kill on him either this turn, so... let's just run back a touch. He can stay there until the second raider targets him as well. And we'll just get going with another shot on Tint. And let's head down and get a couple of extra points through Galvanize. Could probably set up quite a nice barrage here. Let's do that. Not sure we'll kill anyone straight away with it all, but that's fine. There's a lot of chip damage in this approach. A lot of chip damage. Okay, so we know that their henchmen are going to be coming in pretty quick and pretty soon. And I actually want to make sure that my tank lives for as long as possible, so we'll just pop a little protection on ourselves there too. And so you can see he has stayed at a meter. It doesn't look like he's closed that gap. But if we had not spear walled him there, it would have wouldn't have worked out in our favor, and he would have gotten that hit in. Now I might even just go over and do a Fury. Probably could have done that straight off the bat. And we'll get another Valor point back there. And what are you doing, Fury? 14 damage. Perfect. We wanted to heal this guy as well. He's going to take another 7. I would prefer to start killing these henchmen. But this henchman is going to get a turn, so I definitely don't want him running in and taking any extra hits, so we'll just target the raider this time. Good combo. And so between our armor and protection, we end up taking very little damage on our tank. And that's what he's for. We want his armor to last as long as possible and to stay around in the fight as much as possible as well. So we might just run in and take a couple of shots. Even though this guy has already acted, he's still the next one to die. That sets up a nice easy kill for Gabner. And we'll just chuck a quick heal on our Spearman as well. It also gives our tank here supported, which gives him a nice little buff to his defense. So really, anyone hitting him at the moment going to have real trouble getting damage done. I don't mind setting the Raider up for a big swing because it just doesn't make much difference. There we go. Between supported and everything, we're cutting that damage down to only a few per round. And I might have just blocked off that access with Gabner by accident there. All good though, all good. Did we get galvanized yet? Yes, we did. Fantastic. And we only have temporary valor points, so using those to do little things is totally fine. Not going to make any difference to us in the long run. Very nice, very nice. As I said, much easier fight there. Took a tiny bit of health damage from some bleeding, but nothing that I am concerned about. I'm going to save those raw materials. Oh, and we had the stack of wood there. Do we have any other piles around the place? Gather that iris. Oh, neither one. And I don't think we have any other pitons in our bags either. Oh, well, let's just climb down then. And let's go for endurance run so that we can move ourselves along a little bit quicker. And I don't really need to trade with anyone as we're going along here. So we've got a few armors we could sell or equip. Our infantryman, 2-3-16, nice improvement. And Gabner cannot wear it yet, but should be able to soon. Hopefully we will get some level ups, more level ups soon. Didn't take too long now, we've been doing a few fights here and there. Now, when you approach this particular house, you do get initiated in a wolf fight straight off the bat at Sarah's sheepfold. Wolves against this group are going to be pretty straightforward because they don't have armor. And their attack patterns are pretty predictable and they take up quite a lot of space. So they can never kind of get too many coming at you at once. So wolves and animal fights in general are things that we kind of want to actually look for with this group. It would be a little nicer if we had some valor points, so we could get started straight off the bat with some of our moves, but that's all good. Okay, so we got 3 characters here, a spearman and 2 archers. A spearman and 2 archers will be fine with that. So let's run in and use you to secure our first kill. Get a valor point back. I sort of wish that this character had fury too, because they could have used fury to kill one. Actually, no, we didn't have any valor, so no, they couldn't have, never mind. This is the first wolf that will act, so we'll target him. And we're going to aim to get 2 valor points through killing a single wolf here. So we want to first hit him. This guy will kill him. We will end our turn near our companion. And we will set up a spear wall. So he's going to wait until those wolves come closer, which is fine. And we'll now get set up over here. We're going to keep this pretty simple. with a hit and a spear wall. I'm not going to worry about using Galvanize, only because I'd only get 1 point back, which doesn't really help us much. And we might as well run in and take a shot with Gabner, not that it's going to make any difference. So this wolf will get 1 attack, and 1 wolf down here will get an attack in as well. But overall, as I said, wolf fights are what we're looking for. They will in general be the easier fights that we can take in the game. Alright, well, doesn't look like he's going to get to attack anyone, but he can at least absorb a hit for us. Alright, this wolf's up first. Let's go and get rid of this one. And again, we'll do the same thing where we set up for a spear wall. And our next attack pokes him into that spear wall. And so look, these were level 4 wolves. So they had a bit of health. 36 health each is not tiny. It's just the way that they attack is never going to really be the biggest danger to us. Okay, so with our protector, what we're actually going to take is Valorous Jewel here. So I really like defensive stance and deflection on tanks. It increases their survivability fairly significantly. But I want to use this guy as a bit of a Valor point generator. And deflection is limited to him generating 1 point on his turn. I can actually use Valorous Jewel to potentially earn, 3, 4, 5 Valor points per battle or per turn with him by knocking enemies away with Spearman and making him unengaged again and again. A double strength is too much to pass up, even though Constitution was offered there. And then one cool little thing just before I pick the lock about this sheepfold is if you inspect or talk to these sheep, you can actually execute them for a little bit of food and supplies. So, sorry sheep, but you are more useful in my bags than sitting in a sheepfold. But makes sense why the wolves were attacking. Unshepherded sheep, easy pickings for them or me. Let me try not to break all my lockpicks. Fantastic. Ooh, when we get a profession level up too. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So battles obviously do take a little bit of energy away from the party, and so you do need to rest more frequently. So you will see that I do have to rest a fair bit on hard. And obviously our wages are getting a little bit lower as well. Okay, so I feel like in preparation for getting Tomb ready, we are going to have to hire a new brute, and we've already got a Bector Corbin for him. I might buy a Piton or two as well. Ooh, and they were selling grease. Now, this is a very nice little group, actually. So we'll need to make quite a number of torches. So I can venture over here and hire a ranger if I save them from some inquisitors. The inquisitors is not a fight I'm keen to take just yet. I could, but no particular need. Got some medium armor. Can actually sell that one. It's not useful for us anymore. And I'll sell our throwing axe too, because we are not running a warrior, and throwing axes like that are best for the warriors. And I'll get rid of that too. 1324. That's nothing particularly special. We are going to need some medium armor for Lorhan. That's why I think he was getting lower on health before. But we can probably just craft him some as well. So that's fine. Let's save our money. We really don't have too much money in the bank at the moment, so... Alright, do all of our spearmen actually have iron gizarms? They do. Fantastic. Because I'm playing a couple of squads, I do sometimes forget which weapons people are carrying. Alright, now we got a few things that we can cook up. Mutton. So if I can buy some grapes, I might be able to make some mutton stew. No grapes available, that's fine. Let's just buy some salt. And let's sell our goods, get our cash back in. And I've kept our border pass. I could sell that and we can just keep using the pitons, but I might just keep it and hand it over on my way back through because I don't like having to juggle it all too much. And do we have the pork recipe? We do not have the pork recipe. Let's learn that. I like having options for my foods. And I like carrying a lot of spare salt just so I can always cook whatever I'm picking up and finding. Alright, we can hand in a few quests. Bit over $1,000 now. Beautiful. The corpse looters I always actually leave alone. I don't want to do this one yet because you can get a brute from them. And I'm going to try to save that brute up for something a little bit later. Beautiful. We've got Tomb of the Ancients location. That is a very easy set of money. And we'll accept. I don't want to go too low on my influence and make any, not mistakes there, but I'm always happy to negotiate up once because it's a guaranteed 100%. And we'll take an easy one. So we might do a quick resources loop on around one of the mountains. Okay, so do we have any brutes we can hire? We have a ranger, a warrior, and a spearman. I might actually wait for these guys to rotate out. Can't remember when I started this game, whether it was prior to the last patch and whether they will rotate out themselves or not. I think they will. My memory gets a little bit fuzzy sometimes. Okay, we need to go make ourselves some medicine, repair our armor, and get set for the next little adventure. So let us do just that. I'll pick up another few tools just in case I do want to keep going without returning to town again. Holding on to that for when my Archer Gabner hits level 3. Holding on to that for when we find another brute. And let's make ourselves some medicine. And I'm going to buy a couple of spare vials as well. Alright, she gets a level up. Profession level up. Great. Now, what can we craft? We might actually be able to forge. So we can forge Gabner a better bow. Having a better bow is going to be nice because it means she'll get more kills and hence be able to proc Valorous Victory a little bit more frequently. So, what do we need? Ooh, we need leather and rope. Okay, so no, we cannot forge a new bow yet. And our swordsman has a 1-star sword. That's good enough for now. I feel like I must have crafted something like that for him, except no, that's not the one you can craft. It does have 2 slots on it, which is nice, but it probably won't stick around for too long. Got light armor for him, and I do need to make some medium armor. Don't know if I've learned that recipe yet. I haven't. Alright, I can earn some extra knowledge by crafting a throwing axe and a throwing knife, so I'm going to do that. Getting the little knowledge points is always good, and if you've got some spare resources as well, that you might just be making something to sell, it's always worth looking and seeing whether you can just get an extra little bit of knowledge from what you're about to do. Getting those knowledge points is always handy. Always handy. Alright. So we could learn how to make a padded gambeson now, which is just some medium armor. So we do need some more leather for it. That's a pity. Alright, we'll sell what we just made. Keeping ourselves at a touch over 1,000. Armor repaired. Tools bought. Medicine made. And we do not need to rest. We are here for checking. Okay, so we can make 4 torches. Now, I do craft them as I'm going, just to make sure I don't run out of wood or anything, you know, by making too many other things. We can make a lectern already. It does use a little bit of the leather we have, and it's actually not that useful yet, but again, I'm just going to make it. Gets rid of a few resources from the inventory, and, you know, then all prepped. All prepped. Okay, we'll do a little bit of cooking. I also like the camp looking and feeling a bit more full. It's always nice. Okay, we had a ton of wheat and bread there, and some more wolf sausages. Cool. We were running a little bit low on alcohol, actually, so I might just buy a little bit more of that from the barkeep. Doesn't provide much food now, but I like keeping it on hand. Pork stew is constitution. Sure, why not? I like my party being a talented party. And we didn't keep any pork, but that's fine. And we earned another couple of knowledge points there. Cool. Alright, so we have a few quests. We might do a little bit of a loop through the mountains, and then back up to do both of those. So we're not going to be tomb ready as much as I would like just yet. So even though we're going to go up and do the exploration quest for the tomb, we're not going to take the fights there yet. It would basically be a death sentence. Only having one tank that can sort of carry a torch and also take a hit. Look, this is a small group. Woodland Poacher Marauder, yeah, they should be fine. Level 4. So we'll do this loop, fulfill a contract, explore the 2 caves, and then head back into town. What are you doing all by yourself? There's only one hoodlum over there. You can take him on. Alright, that's him sorted. You can't run far enough. Now, the poachers do knockbacks, so there's not much point setting up for spear walls for them. And also another reason that I do like taking them out when I can. One down. But if you run close, the poachers will run away sometimes, as he did just there. So, could have set up for it, but doesn't make too much difference in the end. Now, again, it's always handy to galvanize on your captain just to give you some more valor points for the battle. And this looks like it's going to be quite a good place for setting up a barrage as well. The poacher's already moved, so I'm less worried about taking him out right now. Ooh, and the hoodlum manages to evade it. So this poacher is probably going to run over and hit this spearman and not get too much done either, which is fine. But what it will mean we'll do is we'll just run that spearman away. See if he targets our tank instead. Probably should have stopped next to them just to get the extra valor point there. No biggie though, no biggie. Okay, let's shut this hoodlum down, much like we did with the one on the other side. Then let us get rid of poacher number 1. I don't think we can quite reach him. Ah, that's alright. All temporary valor points. Not too much of a problem. So I probably could have tried to run away from this squad, but again, it doesn't actually really make too much difference in the end. I shouldn't take too much armor damage here, or health damage. Oh, and we can even engage. Cool, cool. I do really want to get some movement on this guy. I picked him up from a prison, so his movement is actually extremely low, because he had a negative trait that reduced his movement. I know 7 move is just not very nice. Doesn't feel good to not cover any ground. Let's get rid of 1. And if we don't kill, we'll just run in and fury him to finish it off. Alright, cool, cool. So I think we got a level 4 and a level 5 there. Oh, level 4 and a level 3, sorry. No, 2 level 4s, cool. More dexterity on the archers. I want to get my archers up to a point where they can one-shot kill certain enemies, the rats in particular. Alright, I know there's some resources over on the side. We'll actually come and pick those up on the way back past. Ooh, and we need a rest again already. That's all good. Let's get ourselves some more valor points back. I don't actually know why I don't have too many people standing around the tent. These guys should all be standing around the tent for that bonus. Let's eat the bread, because bread's quite heavy for the food. Make sure we get a little bit of alcohol in there, and then the heavy carcasses. Sweet. So we are maxing out our happiness each rest by having people around the campfire, getting some extra influence each time. And we will try to take, and sorry, we will not try, we will take this squad on as well. They're obviously one of the skull squads. It's a bugged snow iris, by the way. You can pick it up 2 times, guaranteed, the first time you're there. 2 hoodlum, 2 poachers. So exactly the same fight that we just took. Should be pretty straightforward. We're in snow. There's probably 3 of them in that snowbank there. We got a poacher up first. There's a bear trap in the middle of the way. Okay, yeah, not quite as nice a setup as just before. And that poacher is going to go next as well. Who's going to do the most damage with that spear? You are. Alright, you guys can switch. You can come down here. Alright, I may not run into anyone by doing this, but I do. Fantastic. I was kind of hoping to run into that poacher. And I probably could have chosen someone with Fury, but we should get the kill, and we do. Alright, so there's the other one, the Marauder. So we'll probably use these 2 Spearmen to lock this Marauder down this turn, have the 2 enemies run up towards us, and then we are good to go again. We can finish next to one of our friends, so let's do that. I'm going to let him stand there and take the archer shot. That's not a problem. And we'll start proccing some attacks of opportunity from the Spearman here. I definitely want to get Gabner a higher damage bow. Dealing 5 or 6 damage a turn is not enough for us overall. Now I want to lock that Marauder down so that he does not get a good attack off on anyone. So there we go. I did consider going down and locking the hoodlum down, but it just doesn't make much of a difference in the end. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, 2 down, 3 remaining. So we must have 1 more in the fog. Or did that poacher run south? Maybe that poacher ran south. He did. Alright, let's engage him. Hoodlum's up first. And let's use the bear trap to our advantage as well. Ooh, and he got all the way into combat. That's surprising. Alright, Santian, I don't want him to take a poacher shot, so we will run someone on the other side. Maybe Calic can take a shot. Let's get rid of some poison. Hoodlum. And I'm going to barrage. No, that's a bit of a waste. Bit of a waste. Alright, Gabner. No, needed to run you closer. All good. And all the poachers seem to be going a little bit slowly this round, which is fine. Alright, there we go. Calic. Okay, how do we want to take you out? Mr. So going to try to set this poacher up for a little bit of a 1-2 from Santin. Oh, and I hit the bear trap. Just using Fury. So I might even, no, can't move any closer. Let's just go and get rid of him. 1 poacher down. And I could do little things here to, you know, maximize the VP that I'm earning and, you know, take 1 extra action with some of them. But again, we're working our way through the battles pretty quickly. All right, Gabner hits level 3. Fantastic. Okay, so for Gabner, our archer number 2, again, we're aiming to max out dexterity. We do want to take infantryman because it will allow for the highest kill potential per turn. So we're going to take 1 more archer in the team who is going to be a support archer with knockback shot. But for now, Gabner is Gabner. All right, let's put on the best level 3 light armor that we have. And let's keep going into the strength. What wound have you got? Ooh, damage halved. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay, on we go towards the cave. The iron mine. Now this little node over the back here can be a little bit finicky to get to. Sometimes you can kind of get trapped on the image of the iron mine. And here we get to jump into the cave and save some people as well. So Your mining is not just useful for profit, but saving lives too. How good is that? Now, this mine, I'm not sure about its respawn. I think it does respawn, but I can't remember if it goes on the walls or not. Or whether this is one of those mines that doesn't actually respawn. Now, I don't think there's anything else in this cave. No, there's not. And back we head. So we're passing one of the rats' nests. Now, again, we're not attacking rat infestations at this point in the campaign. Our squad is not badly set up to kill rats, but we're very poorly set up to defeat the infestations, the infected growths, sorry. And one of the main things that you want to kill rats' nests for are those infected growths. So I am tending to save them until a little bit later in the campaign, just because I really do want to make sure that we're getting the most sort of value out of each encounter, and not having to loop back too many times as well. So what we might do here, how many pitons have we got? We've got 2 in our bags, and we can make 2 more. And then I think there's a couple in camp, not too far ahead. In a camp, not too far ahead. Let's eat through our bread. And some mushrooms and a carcass. Alright, we got some wages due. We haven't actually finished any of our missions yet. We need to finish at least one. Oh man, these guys are in a weird spot. We'll duck around and see where they are though anyway. So we could talk to these guardsmen. I normally prefer waiting until I get a quest to come and see them though, just because then it saves us, gets us a little bit of extra money for doing pretty much the same thing. Alright, we've got another level 2 hoodlum, level 2 marauder, level 1 poacher. Given that it's the same fight as we have just done twice in a row, I'm probably just going to skip this combat for you, and I guess they do have a leader this time. Is that really going to change very much? I mean, it's going to change a tiny little bit. I am going to get this group kind of gathered a little bit closer. Santian, you are my best damage dealer there. And that's where more people are, so we'll put Calic over here too. Alright, so we'll run in and just engage the champion. We do want to stop that critical hit every time. And we've got absolutely maxed out Valor here as well, which is great. Okay, so we're going to lock down this Marauder. He's not going to get anywhere. So we are going to take a little bit of damage on the tank this fight. Nothing that we need to be worried about though. And we'll just go across, and we might even be able to take this hoodlum out in one turn. So I am very keen to get Hernard the Wrath skill. Oh wow, yeah, that's fantastic. Nicely done. And I don't think we're going to be able to achieve a knockback into it, but we will target that area anyway. We've got so many spare Valor points, let's just do it. Oof, a 22 damage crit is quite solid. And particularly since they have not moved yet. So I don't have a healer over here yet. So let's knock back. 21 out of 41. Not half health yet. But should be able to get a lockdown on him. So that'll be fine. Okay, yep, wasted that one. Not a problem. Target the Marauder. That spear should kill him, I think. And I'm going to target the whole group, just in case. Yep. Leader down. And it looks like they have got rid of the bug where the leader's buff stays, whether you have done everything you need to or not. Oh, like whether you've engaged them or not. So that is good. And our tank is going to get targeted and killed here, or attacked at least. Oh, that's weird. I'm surprised the Marauder didn't hit them both. Wasn't sure whether that poacher would move away. Guess it didn't really need to. Doom, 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 doom. Could attack the Marauder. Really not doing much damage here. Doing enough though, doing enough. Let's just get rid of him. Okay, so if we knock back the Marauder, not going to do too much damage, but it probably will get him within Fury range. And then we'll just set up for a little spear wall too. Just use Galvanize again because I can, more than the fact that I need to. Get rid of poison. And I'll get rid of him. Swordsman gets a kill. Yeah, buddy. He's mostly been passive and just taking hits so far, so I think it's nice that he does. Slightly better vicious shot, and we get a ringleader's dagger, which is just nice to sell more than anything. Willpower reduced by half. I'm more than happy to let that slide until we get back to town. And say hello to my namesake. Hello, Kagal. How are you and the boars doing today? Whilst we're up here, we will just do this nice little area. So this is actually a little treasure you can find a map for. Once you know where it is, though, obviously you can just duck in and pick it up whenever you want. The other little area it leads is to a nice little campground. That will give you a book of knowledge and a couple of other little random things, I think. Always hard finding that exact little thing. Nice bit of money, nice bit of coin. Now there are a couple of other resources down there. I might actually just go down and grab them now, whilst we are in the area. All right, where do you go? Come on, there is a way down. There we go. Finding the place to put the batons sometimes can be the challenging bit. So we're going to end up with an absolute bunch of ore in our bags after this. What are we up to? We're up to 38 already. That's a significant amount. We definitely don't need to be running around with that much. So we'll probably craft a little bit of armor just to sell. And we are still looking for that brute companion as well. I could just use that little group on the side to hire them. And you actually need another baton to get down to that little section of ore, which I'm not too worried about. This is a lovely little platform because you never are at risk of being attacked while you're sitting on it. So it's a handy little spot to sit. What do we got? Back down to 3 days food. Noted, noted. I do sometimes hate trying to find the end of the rope in snow. Where are you? You are here somewhere. I know it. I know it. Move away, ponies. Maybe I can see a little better. And you'll see the circle go blue when I actually hit it. I don't think I can click the top of it, can I? No. Oh, there I can. I can click the top of it. Learned something new. I love learning new things while recording videos for people on the game. Makes me look like I'm a pro gamer or something like that. Definitely the case. Definitely the case. Never doubt it. Okay, so this little camp over here, it also has a couple of batons in it usually. And some rope. Probably could have saved my rope and made a bow had I... Oh wait, that's right. We found a better bow for Gabna too, didn't we? So we're upgrading from a 3 dexterity to a 7 dexterity. Not bad, not bad. Every little bit of damage helps. Now, there is a quest in the grotto here for a cannibal who has, you know, eaten parts of his parents. If we finish the quest now before we go and officially get it from the farmstead, it actually remains incomplete. So I won't talk to him just yet. I probably plan on visiting this cave at some point in the future, and we'll come and pick him up at that point. Yet to decide which way I want to go on him this time. Maybe keep him alive, let him live. Maybe not. We'll see, we'll see. Kind of decide on the moment when I'm dealing with him. Ooh, don't want to drop mushrooms. No, no, you go in the bag. Alright, that is our first little loop complete. So we'll head back into town, check in for the brute. Hand a quest in, which covers the pay cycle that we've basically been on since we headed out. We've been out for a bit over 3 days, so slightly more than one pay cycle. And it would be nice to try to get a fight in before we rest again, just because we're on maximum valor points already. But I don't know, we don't have too much left, and we're pretty, well, being in town, a little bit harder. Alright, Dark Mist Tower, we will go and take out. And we'll see 184. Yeah, we can... Oh, we fail a negotiation. That's a pity. Alright, now we have an archer, a warrior, and a brute. Great. Let us recruit you, Mr. Brute. Mrs. Brute. Melende. Alright, you're already level 2. Now, we do want this brute to have heavy armor, so we are going to go straight into the Constitution. And because we're going to put heavy armor, which will reduce her movement, we do want to give her a movement boosting ability as well. Now we've got a good weapon for her already. We will craft her some armor and craft her a shield as well. So let us do that now. And we also need some medium armor for this pikeman, but we needed some more leather for that, didn't we? Okay, let's spend a knowledge point on learning heavy armor, reinforced battle plate. And I might as well learn the iron-plated rondel as well. But again, we need more leather. Leather is a scarce commodity over on this side of the world. When you start in Tiltrin, you have access to leather from, like, guaranteed from the main merchant in town. So you'll find that leather is a much easier thing to be finding and for crafting there. Let's equip your armor. And can we even make you a Taj? No, we cannot. We need at least one leather for that. Fair enough. Alright, get rid of our old armors. Good, good, good. Get rid of an axe we don't need, a bow we don't need, a club we don't need, and we need those torches, and a dagger we don't need. Ooh, and some gems we also don't need. Cool. 1,600 gold now, that's not bad. Get a repair in, so we didn't use any of the tools that we were carrying with us earlier. Vision. Yeah, we'll add some vision onto you, sure, why not? Do we have anyone with night vision? Night vision is actually something that I want to test in the ruins. It doesn't look like we do. Okay, cool. Alright, let's make a tiny bit more medicine to replace the ones that we lost or used. And that should be plenty. I will probably not buy any more vials for the rest of the game now. Alright, do we have any other quests that we want to take other than the one that we just did with Dark Mist Tower? Alright, we might head south and try to do Dark Mist first, get a bit more experience, and then we'll head up and do these two. So pretty much going to try to run straight there. See if we can't get there before our fatigue runs out. Nah, we got no chance. No chance. Particularly exhausting myself like that. Well, we'll get a fight in with some wolves. Let's do that. 13 level 3 wolves. Ooh, there we go. Hour and a half recording already. Maybe this fight with the wolves will be where we leave it today, and then we will pick up from there next time. I feel like this is going to be a very straightforward battle, so I think I'm actually just going to call it there. I'll fight this battle, and we will pick up after the wolves next time to continue getting ready for the tomb. We need to pick up one more tank still. And then I think we will be tomb ready. And see if we can get the black market open for us as well. So that'll be the goal. We didn't quite achieve everything that we wanted this session, but we've made some good cash, which will mean we can just kind of roam around a little bit more. Alright, thank you for watching. That is CAG over and out.